My name is Pierce Breen. I'm in Oola, County Limerick. I'm here farming for the last 10 years. We're milking about 180 cows, our spring calving herd. This is the calf shed we're after finishing this year. So before, what we were using was mainly old horses stables. Now we had another shed that we used for calving cows in, and once with most of them calved, then we put calves into that. So it was kind of a lot more laboursome than what we have at the moment. Whereas the idea of this shed was to have more room for calves, so that if regulations change and we need to hold on to calves for longer, we can do that, and also then to make it a lot more labour saving. When we started doing it, first I spoke to kind of two advisors, John McCabe and Owen Horgan. I spoke to both of them about it. They put me in touch with a couple of people that had sheds built, and also John then organised for me to go down to Moore Park to have a look at their facilities, so that I could look at different types of what people had and the sizes of what they had and how they found them and little changes that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So once we got around and looked at them, I met Martin Crowe to do up the planning and to do up drawings and that. So he did that for me. He's a local guy in Doon. And once we had that, then we went to the vet to speak to our vets, Mulcare Veterinary, just to get their opinion on what we need for the calves and what kind of extra facilities that need to be put in. Like, it's fine to make it easy for me, but if it's not suitable for the calves, we needed to make more changes. So they put in a couple of different things, like the canopies that I have, just to make a little micro environment for them. And then we were concerned that because it's a big shed that it'd be cold, so we went away from the ventilated sheeting or stepping the sheeting out from the walls, and we put in, the guy Jim Power in Kenturk put in the mechanical ventilation system. And that just means it's a lot more consistent, the air that's in here, and the shed is nice and fresh without being cold. Like when we had the east wind, the shed was nice and cosy. Now we put in red lights in under the canopies, so that if we need to turn them on at night time or that we can. And you'll find that calves, when they're younger, will go in underneath it, but as they get older, then they start to come out, and they come out further to the front of the pen. Dwyer Steel did the shed, they supplied and erected it. The concrete work was done by CJW Civils. They're a local crowd in Dundrum. And then O'Donnell Engineering in Emly, they did up all the gates for me, and the barriers and the drinkers and the troughs. The ventilation system was put in by Jim Power, and then I suppose the electrical was done by electrician Declan Beery. That was kind of it on the building side. With the shed, it was a very quick build. It only took 3 to 4 weeks. We're very lucky that everyone kind of worked together, and we had no issues with hold-ups and delays. We started around the middle of January, and we finished it around the middle of February, the grand quiet time of year. And the feeder's only just in a couple of weeks. The calves have taken to that a lot easier than anyone, and my kids are probably better at it than I am. The JFC 4-station feeder, so they will feed up to 140 calves. At the moment, what we have, all the calves that we have on it are what we're keeping. Plus, if we've any other extra calves that we're selling that we haven't enough transition milk for them, we'll put them on the feeder. But generally, calves are sold here at 2 weeks of age. So numbers, we try to keep numbers low, so that if we don't have any disease outbreak, or if it does, we won't have a problem. In the beginning, I was nervous, I suppose, because it's a big investment for something for a very short period of time. But for the amount of time that it's saving in a busy time of year, it is definitely worth it. I'm definitely happy I built it, and I'm definitely happy I built it with a bit of extra room. So we've only this side of it pinned out at the moment. I suppose we haven't the other side done. It's kept more for if we need to hold on to calves for longer. Now we will pin out 2 columns of it next year, just to make it easier for training up calves and for having smaller numbers in each pin as you're starting.